Hi, this is Patrick. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Pickleball Roadless Traveled, Unlocking Pro Secrets. Taking the ball out of the air kind of thing?
Yeah.
But I'm really bad at that. John's going to cover more about taking the ball out of the air. The reason why he thinks this is so important is it because it helps you control the kitchen line where points are really won. It takes time away from your opponent and it puts pressure on them.
Mindset wise, first of all, you got to be thinking that out of the air is your first option. You always have to be in that kind of mental space where you're expecting to hit that shot first. So that means as soon as you hit the ball, if I see it come off your paddle soft, that you're dinking it, okay? Basically my process is I then take my paddle out to full extension. Where a lot of people, I think, struggle with this is mentally they're maybe not ready to take the ball out of the air, or they're kind of thinking it's going to bounce. The important thing to understand here is this is a progression and not a decision. When the paddle's already out there nice and calm, then you can decide what you want to do with it out of the air. If I just want to use the paddle, I can just play kind of or if I want to add a little start like flip roll, or maybe a little like cut push to it, I can add a little bit to it and turn that shot into a little more of an offensive shot.
So we're going to fast forward and see the progression in taking balls out of the air from an elementary standpoint with John back in August of 2021. I'm going to demonstrate this in a lesson with Jerry Huo. Jerry is a great player, 6'10", duper rated, won the Nationals a few years ago, 5-0, men's doubles. Really great at the kitchen line. That would be his strength. He's a mentor, a coach. What he's trying to explain to me is, yes, you want to take balls out of the air for all the reasons that we talked about, but you can't just take balls out of the air and have flat dinks coming back because they're attackable. So you have to, number one, move your opponent around. So if they're in the middle of their half of the court, you want to make them go left and right, probably left more than right, because it'll be harder for them to attack you with their backhand. It keeps them off balance. It's hard for them to attack. They're just trying to get the ball back in a defensive manner. And number two, he suggests hitting the ball maybe 6 inches in front of his kitchen line. So when I take the ball out of the air, I want to be just short of his kitchen line so he can't attack me. And also it makes him make a tough decision whether to take the ball out of the air, which is difficult if it's down at your ankles, or to let it bounce. And so you can get some airs there. But really what you're looking for with dinking, period, is to get pop-ups. So here's a little demonstration of that. I wanted to jump to a pro match with 4 of the best at taking balls out of the air to set up their attacks. And I think seeing what we all should strive for as far as kitchen play, this is certainly a great example. You can see them reaching before the ball gets there to take the ball out of the air as a first option. And if they can't, they pull their paddle down and actually just dink it back across. but you can see how precise their dinks have to be, not to leave the ball too high where the opponent can attack them. It's really a cat and mouse game. If you want to be good at attacking, you really need to be able to take the ball out of the air. I hope you found the video helpful. We're all trying to get better. We're all on that pickleball road less traveled. To get better at some of these skill sets, you have to come back to them periodically and try to enhance them and make them more effective. One other comment, last comment here, is that if you can't take balls out of the air, you're going to have a difficult time generating good attack opportunities with a high percentage of success, especially as you go up the ladder, which I'm trying to go up the ladder. I hope you found it enjoyable. Please like and subscribe. Any comments you might have are welcome. Have a great week and thanks.